Buenos días, bienvenidos a la última semana, la sexta semana, en que vamos a terminar capítulo 5 y terminar el semestre. So a very warm welcome to our last week, week 6. We'll finish up chapter 5 and the semester. Okay, so as you already know, you are currently watching this video, which will be replaced. And our objetivos and metas for this week. Okay, things are going to be due on different dates because this is kind of an odd week since we end on a Monday, June 26th. So the objetivos específicos, our specific objectives, are being able to compare people, places, and things. We'll take the final oral exam and complete course evaluations. So you're watching the video right now. As always, you will be reading the textbook and completing the corresponding My Spanish Lab activities, which will still be due on Sunday, June 25th. The quiz, grammar quiz on My Spanish Lab is also due June 25th. You will complete and turn in your second language and cultural contact presentation, which will be Tuesday, June 20th. I want that turned in ahead of time so that your classmates will have some time to comment on your presentations. You will study for the oral exam. You will complete the course evaluation. This form is found in my ASU. You'll take your quiz on Blackboard. That will be due Sunday, June 25th. And then the only thing due the last day of class, and you can do this anytime after June 20th, is to comment on the cultural presentations of 2 of your classmates. Okay? Now there are no dialogues because we have our final oral exam. And so I have listed here my calendar if you still need to sign up for a time. Now specifically, again, you have your specific plan for Semana 6. And we're going to finish up Capítulo 5, so you're going to cover pages 153 through 160. On Tuesday, June 20th, you will turn in your second language and cultural contact presentation in the voiced-over PowerPoint. Make sure you do your course evaluations on my ASU this week. You want to complete the quiz in My Spanish Lab, as well as complete the quiz in Blackboard over the Vital Signs Part 2. Both are due Sunday, June 25th at 11:59 p.m. You will comment on 2 of your classmates' presentations, again, starting on June 21st until 11:59 June 26th. Those will be available. And another reminder, complete the course evaluations. Okay, so your quiz for Semana 6, the vocabulary quiz, if you click on that link, it brings you here to los signos vitales, okay, número 2, and you need to study those. When you're ready, you will click on this link to take your quiz. Now you will have 15 minutes for this quiz because you will be typing in the Spanish translation of 10 English words, okay? And you will have to make sure that the spelling and accent marks are there. And I will grade this quiz. And if you need a reminder about accents, here again is that same link. Okay? So going back to Semana 6, after the quizzes, we see the next 2 are the language and cultural contact presentation and the comments. So first the presentation. You have again that information from the syllabus. Okay? And again, it's going to be a voiced over PowerPoint. You can use Google Hangouts on Air. Again, I prefer Screencast-O-Matic. But it should be no shorter than 5 minutes and no longer than 7 minutes. And it will be in English. And again, you're going to be talking about giving a summary of the activities that you did, informing us of some of the new useful vocabulary that you learned, and also some of the cultural practices or nuances that you observed and how these compare to something similar in your own culture. Okay? So when you are ready, you will click on the link here, and again, it's easiest to upload these to a YouTube account and then copy and paste that YouTube link into the thread. Okay? And again, here's that same example, but you want to keep your presentation within 5 to 7 minutes, okay? Even though this was very long. So that was the presentation, and then starting on the 21st, you will be able to go into the forum, and at that time, you will see the list here of the presentations, and you will be able to click on those links or copy and paste the link, watch their presentation, okay? And you will do the following. Okay? You're going to comment about what you liked about the presentation, what you think could be improved, and what you learned from it. Okay? And again, this is going to be not part of the homework grade, I will change this, but part of your class engagement. Okay? The student engagement and participation in the class. Okay, then lastly, or almost lastly, we have instructions for the final oral exam. Okay, it will be very similar to what it was at midterm time. So you will go to the ASU Connect, to my room. Okay, you want to make sure that we are on the same time. Okay, what to study for the oral exam. Okay, the first part again will be vocabulary, the second will be a role play. And the Blackboard, you can go to Terminología Médica on the left side, and the exam I'm going to take 10 from Vital Signs Parts 1 and 2. Okay, I will give you 10 words or expressions in English, and you give me the Spanish translation in less than 3 seconds, or I'm not going to sit there with a stopwatch to make sure it's less than that. The role play, I'm going to continue with the same dialogue rubric you are familiar with. Study the dialogues you have participated in from weeks 4 and 5. These will include dialogues 5 through 8. I will select one of them for us to act out. Okay, so that again will be the oral exam. Then the recursos, okay, you have un ejemplo de un diálogo. Okay, so here's an example. It's a brief video on how to improve your dialogue. Okay, you have some information about reflexive verbs, about ser and estar, talking on the phone, and then some review from last week where you have PowerPoints on object pronouns, formal commands, adverbs, and comparisons. And again, these are extra resources. So if I go back, that is the end of Semana 6. So as always, please let me know if you have any questions y les deseo buena suerte.